F.I.R.E Transformation podcast with Taylor Edge. That is me. I'm just so glad that you are here on the journey with me. I decided to do this podcast because it was back in 2020, back during the pandemic, aka COVID, that I went through a program called the Fellows Program at the Halftime Institute. Halftime Institute is a tremendous place, tremendous people. I met a cohort of friends through that are just incredible people. And it's been such a light to me, such a transformational experience for me. And that's where I came up with Firing Transformation. That's ultimately my life's mission, is to fire transformation. And FIRE is an acronym for F-I-R-E, of course, is to facilitate, inspire, remind, and empower transformation in others. And so for the last 11 years, I have been trying to do that. After selling my business in 2013, set out on a journey to make a positive impact on the lives of young people. And through that process, since 2013 to 2020 is when I developed the Firing Transformation mission for my life. And then the last 3 years, going on 4, is starting to live that out. So it's been amazing. And so what I wanted to do with this podcast is just to share stories about the transformation of other people. Who's fired transformation in them? Who have I been a part of firing the transformation in? And who's fired transformation in me? Who's facilitated it? Who has inspired me? Who has reminded me? And who have I reminded? And then finally, it's about empowering people to transform their lives and then take that to transform other people's lives. And so that's what this podcast is going to be all about. And so I'm excited to share the stories, again, of all of the guests that I have in mind. I got a big, long list already. I've already reached out to people that are going to do it. And I've also got a sister podcast that we will do, or a brother or a cousin, I don't know, but it's going to be another podcast with my organization, Season Builder, which I happen to be representing here on my shirt. That is a 501c3 nonprofit that coaches and mentors college students and young adults, primarily focused around college coaches and college athletes. And so I'm excited about that. That's going to be called the Coach Edge Show. So you may see a little bleed over into Firing Transformation, and the Coach Edge Show may pop on each other's radar. But it's excited to share some common guests in that. But this will be a podcast that talks about personal transformation. And you can't talk about personal transportation. Well, you can't talk about transportation for dadgum, sure. But you can't talk about personal transformation without talking about the power of Jesus. So there will be a lot of Jesus in this episode, but there's also going to be a lot of just practical wisdom that if you are not a follower of Jesus, or faith is not your thing, that transformation is possible for you, that you can elevate your life. So I'm excited to share all of those things over the next season of this Firing Transformation podcast with me, Taylor Edge. Stay tuned for more.